Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. Today, back into Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2. This is our Let's Play against the Soviet AI, which has actually done a pretty decent job. Straight out of the box AI, I say pretty decent. I think it's been really well done. I mean, it didn't allow us to walk straight into Moscow. It did push back. You could question some of its choices, certainly. That included last turn when we took Kalinin with no resistance. We walked in, we took our 10 points. Now, the problem is going to be trying to hold it. We've got to hold it at least until we take something else. We've got to hold Kalinin and we've got to hold Stalino to keep the initiative. If we don't hold one of those two, even, the Soviets will take the initiative. So all of our hard work will be for naught. Anyway, welcome back. Last time I saw you was on Sunday. We usually always take Mondays off during the week. We're always here 3 o'clock Pacific Coast time, or at least I try to be. It's not every single day. It just depends if life gets in the way. But I try to stream every day at 3 o'clock during the week. On the weekends, we do it at 10 a.m. Pacific Coast time, Pacific Standard Time. Again, thank you for all the support. We're now well above 3,900 members and climbing towards 4,000, which means a monocle will be sighted at some point. Theobald Lieb and I will stare eye to eye. It's going to be a fashion show. Look out. Get the catwalk ready. Uh, hey, what's up, Reed? James Horton's here. Erzbeck. Hello. Hello, all. What was I going to talk about today? I was going to talk about something very important, I'm sure. The main thing is I got to get myself reoriented. When I take a day off, usually when you play these games, you're just, turn, turn, turn. You're up half the night doing turns. With this one, I play and then as soon as we're done with the stream, I save it. Let's play 180 or whatever the case may be. And I don't think about it till the next day. Well, when 2 days go by, I really forget what's happened. Now, I do remember that we were down around the Smolensk area, I think, but I can't remember if we got all the way down into Mogilev and all those places. So we'll go check that out this time. Hi, Malcolm Hunt. Hi, CJ. How you doing? Yeah, hit like. Hey, thanks, James Norton. How you doing? That's going straight to the monocle fund, my friend. I do appreciate it. Very, very kind of you. Big Head Valley's here. Sydney Hole, you're a new name to me, Sydney. Now, you may be a lurker. Come in. The water's warm. Come in and give your 2 cents. Or in James's case, $2. I appreciate that. American money, it spins. How you doing? Yeah, well, the Soviets are, we did knock their manpower certainly here in 1942. It's evened up the game. It's made it a much more interesting game. I'll tell you, there were times during the dark winter of 1941 early 42 that I thought may have to hit the old reset button like on the old Nintendo, the original one. You just hit the reset. But we didn't do that. We held on and maybe learned something about a tactical retreat. I know I certainly did. Hey, David, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by. You're a new name to me as well. Okay, let's check out the map. Let's see where we are. Now we've already done the Narva line. I know we've already done all of this up here. There could have been a few attacks of opportunity, but I'm gonna kind of leave this alone up here where you can see the double raindrops, which always hurts your ability to attack. Now in this game, you can have double, you could have quadruple raindrops. That means it's really raining cats and dogs out here. We've just got double, but it's starting to get really wet. Now this is in the swamp. You can see the water levels at a 3. That's from a 0 to 10, I believe. 9 or 10. I can't remember. I think it goes up to 10. But anyway, you get the idea. It's wet. It's not, get saturated wet. So if it were to dry, this would dry fairly quickly, but it's raining and we're showing rain for next turn up here as well. As we come along here, now that looks like it could potentially be an attack. Potentially. I guess maybe some of these guys back here I kind of moved on because I was very excited to try to get into Kalinin. I thought we were going to have to do like a last gasp assault with a Panzer division You never want to be attacking into urban areas with panzers. Probably don't need to tell you that. I mean, that's how the real life was as well. But yeah, we just walked in. And I do think the Soviets' manpower, we've really cut into it. And they're just as extended as we are trying to fight off down by Stalino. They've got a lot of forces down there. So anyway, they've kind of pulled back here a little bit anyway. We have moved all these guys evidently. No attack there. I guess I decided not to attack here. You know what? I'm just going to keep those decisions. Now, we could start to try to move out here, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to do that, and I'm going to see how the Soviets reform this line a little bit. If we look back here, we still have this Panzer division. Now, somebody had pointed that out in the comments. I think I would have remembered that, but maybe not. I don't know. I've forgotten bigger things than that before. I think I want to move that right here. I just don't want this to get isolated. I don't want to actually maybe here, just south of the river. That way we're every other hex and he's up here. Now we could start to move out this way, right, and try to trap some of this, but I don't know what he's got here. He could also try to move down the road here. I am going to take I could also just put this straight in Rezhev. I know people were screaming, put something in Rezhev last time, and I get that. I don't think he's got anything that can get to Rezhev, but it's a fair point, right? I mean, we certainly can't have this just get walked into and then it's kind of game over for the initiative and everything we've done up to this point. I actually think what I'll do is I'll just separate this and I'll take one of these and put it in Rezhev. How about that? That way we've got something in there. It's not just they can't Kalinin it. Instead, we've got something standing there. Now that's not that strong, but I also don't think he can get through here. I think this is into well, we don't know exactly what that is, but we've got a motorized unit. We've got a fairly decent part of a Panzer division there. So I definitely think we can hold on to that, and then we'll just come back to it next time. And if we got to buffet that up, we will. Um, yeah, David, you always got to, you got to look out for the warm water because you're not sure why it's warm. That is true. I growing up, I had a friend's family that had the purple ring that would come around in the pool if you happen to relieve. Why am I talking about pool pee, David? You got me down that road. FM, what's up? How you doing? Thanks, James. Well, I appreciate you too. I appreciate all the people that stop by. It's humbling every day. Hey, Douglas O'Brien. Yeah, I got some new. I like fresh blood. What's up, McCall? Stefano's here. Anthony, hey, what's up, Anthony? Okay, so we got a little something here now, and then moving out this way, I could move down here. I think I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to try to do a hasty there and see if, okay, we move it. That at least gets it away from trying to come into Rezhev here. We move it back a little bit. I think this all looks okay. He's going to be trying to attack into this line, I suspect. It doesn't take Kreskin to figure that out. We don't really have movement points there. Let's keep moving down here. Now I've moved this motorized here. I feel a lot better about this just having motorized, but I mean, we're down to 2 hexes here. It's going to be hard to get freight up here. We got to try to knock him back and widen this out next time. 2 and 6, but this is a Jaeger division, one of those lighter divisions. I'm not going to attack with that. This line, hell, I don't know. Does it look good? Does it look bad? I'm not sure I'm not sure I'm satisfied with it, but I'm not really dissatisfied with it either. It kind of is lined up with what we had to do. Now we got to hope this doesn't get blasted out of here. Can we bring these other guys up by the train? No, they've made it as far as they can. Yeah, okay, we had already done that as well. So we're bringing a new core up here, and I think I'm going to put them right on the line, like here or here, and start having them help try to drive this back. Now it's wet, it's heavy woods. This is not where you want to be attacking. Thank goodness we got out here. Now we're playing defense, and it's a little better to do that in the rain. So we'll see. We're going to try to hold it. We've got to try to hold it if we're going to keep the initiative. These units out here. Oh no, the bug is back. Hold on. We got to do some kind of speculative attack because I know this guy could probably move. Well, that's fine. We'll have attacks around here somewhere. This is a stronger unit, 14,000 men. Now he's up against it here. Let's actually take Ernst Highway to hell. Oh, I can't move him. Hold on. We got to attack something. Where's an obvious attack? Well, I know there would probably be one down here somewhere. How about here? This is something I was probably going to attack. Let's see if I can. Don't freeze! Damn it! Oh, I'm still on rail. If you were screaming at your screen, I apologize. I forgot that I'd put it on rail. Okay, we're back. Forget that. Where was I? Why was I complaining? Okay, let's go down. Oh, I was to here. Okay, now we can see where they can move. Sorry, that was a complete brain freeze. Always check up here and make sure you're not on rail if you start accusing the game of having a bug. That's all I was trying to do there is be helpful to you. These guys, I don't love this. I wish he was either in the heavy woods, behind the river. Mm, there's a river here, right? To the west? Yes. Okay. Let's back him up one. Now, I could back him here, but I want to stay kind of almost every. Do I dare back him up there? Let's take Ernst Hell and put him behind the river just so he doesn't get blasted. And let's put the French here because we know if anything's going to stop an advance, it's French infantry. Um, let's put that there. All right, and then as we get over here, we've got a guy with 11 movement points. He could start to try to sneak around here. Should we do that? Sure, why not? Let's bring him around there. Uh, this guy's not going anywhere, not here. We got a lot of zone of control. Now we're starting to move out this way. It's all about go Mel for me. That's just a grudge. I just want to take that for grudge sake. 4 and 5, nothing. We've already moved all these guys. Okay. All right. Now we've got some rail. Now, where in the world we could put a depot here? I think I like that. Does this have what level rail yard does this have? It's only a 1. It also has a little bit of damage. Let's look at our logistics really quickly. All right, so we've got this as a 4. Does it make a huge difference to come here? Well, I don't know about that. But I think we need to make Minsk a 3. So we're still going all 2s here on the major rail. Out to our 3. This could also be a 3. Okay. And now let's take the rail repair and let's start going this way. And we'll go into here. And then I think I'll build a depot here. And then we'll make that the level 4. Sure, why not? And then he could continue south here on the rail repair. Where else should he maybe go? Maybe here? We could get a depot in way down here from Mogilev. Let's do that. Let's go. Okay, he can start right here. Let's do that. I think he can do it. Yeah, come on. No. Wow, he can't repair. Oh, he's right next to the Soviet troops. Duh. Um, no, that's not true. It's showing we can't do it. Is it making us go back to the start of the line? Maybe. Yeah, now it's showing us an RRC of 2. Well, shoot. I wish I could go back. I think he would have had like 6 if I got here. Well, damn it. That was my fault. He couldn't repair there, but I'm not sure why he couldn't repair there unless they're making you go back by the green. But I don't seem to remember the game working that way. All told, it's not going to really make that big of a difference. So I'm not going to spend that much time on it. Okay, we got the gold guys. Now we're into new territory here. Finally, we've also got the Hungarians back here that are just itching to get into the fight. Probably get them up here on the road. maybe Phil here. Well, I want him to go from Gomel, so really bringing him down here probably makes the most sense. But let's go. Let's start up this way with the Hungarians. You guys will have to tell me with the rail. I know that they can't repair right next to the Soviets, so that was just stupid on my part. But from here, if this hex hasn't been repaired, they can't repair this hex. I don't remember the game working that way, but I don't know. I'll watch a tutorial. Hey, that joke never gets old. Well, not for me. Not for me. Let's get across the river if we can. Let's get the headquarters up here. Here come the Hungarians. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. On the march. Do we have anything back here? You know, we got to check that. We've the lost division of Rostock demands that we check that. Speaking of which, let's go back to our reserves. Just make sure that there's nothing. Okay, we've got this heavy panzer battalion. I realize that. We'll figure out which panzers. Maybe we should put them into the guys in Kalinin potentially. Maybe we'll put them into a division at Stalino. But do we want them in an urban area environment? Probably not. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Marine flak. Okay, we did look at this. Okay, excellent. I like when I've looked at stuff and don't have to look at it again. We've still got 2 rail back here. Let's just go ahead and take care of that so we're not sitting around. I don't have it in the back of my head. I got to do the rail. Um, oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, Kalo? Lucas is here. Nord! Yes, you're going to flood the screen with backseat tips. Lucas, that's a good idea. I actually had forgotten about that a little bit. Um, the headquarters here at Minsk, let's bring it up to this depot. We could also bring it up to this depot, but I'm going to give it a turn to get repaired and start getting in. But let's bring that up so that we're pulling, we've got more capacity there. It's a smaller capacity depot. We could also then move OKH up to Minsk. Not that you really need that much help with the oh, that's right. We still got this reserve corps. Ooh, let's undo that. This, I think, the 52nd, let's put that on the rail and let's take that south because he's going to come with this German mountain. I'll just let it sit in Odessa this time. We can't get it off the train yet. On train, off train. It would take 30 to get off at Odessa. We've only got 15. Okay, I'm on train. Get off train. There we go. Um, no, that was good. We'll move all that up. I like that. Um, Army Group North is still in Vitebsk. I could put that in Smolensk, I guess. But that's fine. I'll leave it in Vitebsk. Really, it's these smaller depots. What Lucas was talking about is just moving it up to these smaller depots so they have a bigger capacity. When you put the headquarters in, now you don't really need that at a place like Minsk because if you look, it's already got a 60,000 capacity. I wish I would have looked at this before. But I'm just guessing. This probably had a 15,000 capacity, maybe a 20,000 capacity. Now it's got a 30,000 capacity, and you can see that's potentially needed. So anyway, we moved that up. OKH and Minsk. All right. These guys, let's move forward. We've now got Hungarians behind us, which means we can have no cares in the world. Let's get out here on the road. Uh, let's take 4 divisions and hit this. Is this a tank corps? It is. Let's hit this with 4 divisions and try to move it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we smoked that back. Uh, Not really. 7.1 to 1. I'm surprised it didn't route. You know, we were close to a route there. 584, 7, and 21. He wasn't a level 1 fort. That probably helped him a little bit. 107 to 15 on the adjusted, but we do move that tank core back. All right, so he's going to stay there. He can move forward 1 hex. Then we can move this guy around and start flattening the line a little bit. This headquarters, he's fine where he sits. He's in a level 2 fort. That's fine. Nowhere to go there. He's go okay. So are all of these guys? Why don't they go back to 3rd Panzer? Oh, he's got 24 of 27. I see. I was like, why is this guy not in 3rd Panzer? He's going straight back to Army Group Center. We'll have to fix that at some point. I want him to have another level of command. Now, the German generals are good enough. Who do we have out here in 5th Corps? Johannes Block, 7657. That's not bad for a guy. I mean, look at the crew cut on this guy. Where's his barber? Sign me up. 2 and 8, 2 and 12. I don't like these guys being on this side of the river unless they're going to move forward. So I'm actually going to knock him back a hex. You may say, huh? What? Why are you doing that? Well, he has the possibility of getting hit 3 different ways if I move this up. So I just didn't want him to be exposed out there. I'm actually going to move these guys down a little bit. They don't have much further to go. They just have to get to Chernigov. So I'm not going to be like really ambitious with these groups here. I want to move them out and move the Hungarians in, but we've got time to do that. 4 and 8. He could move forward here, but that puts him between 2 tank corps. I think I'm just going to move him right there. All right. So now those guys are lined up. Now let's move that down the road. Right. This guy, if we're going every other hex, he can scooch and then he can scooch, and we're kind of moving forward. Now he's behind the river, so he's protected. We're kind of moving forward without moving directly forward. We're scooching around. He could actually get across the river, which is tempting, but this is a pretty strong force here. What do we have here? That's a rifle corps. It's indicating 18 on the defense. I guess I could scoot in here or zoom in a little bit. It's indicating 18 on the defense. We've got 9337 in men, 7762. So we got about, 17,000 men. We've also got the headquarters here. Now this unit is 8,200. This is 7,800. This guy here, I'm actually going to move back behind the river. I hate this area in between the 2 rivers. Is that true, though? No, I'm not going to move him. And I'll tell you why. I don't want Kiev to be able to be attacked potentially from 3 directions. I don't want to just give up the space. So I'm going to actually stay there. Miss talk there. This is the strongest unit, but he's got a strong unit here too. I'm going to take the weaker of these 2 and actually move it forward into this. I could attack this with 4 German divisions, but I'm not even sure if, well, no, I couldn't do it with 4. He can't get there. So it would be 3 divisions, including a very weak one. Now, none of them are going, oh, he is going across the river. So I'll tell you what, boy, do I want to open that up? I mean, he's giving me a free river crossing there. I could also bring the cavalry up this way, just as a blocking force, not really doing anything much. I may bring him right there, and then I will move him across the river. If we can get him across the river for free, we may as well. This is a blocking force now. I don't think this unit would try to go here anyway. He's trying to push down to Kiev, so okay, that works. We've got Hungarians back here. Let's just bring them up this way. They're going to help get in the way. So let's just double stack right there in case that tank corps gets through. Bring this guy up here. Bring him. He can't get very far. He could barely get to Zytomir. How's your gas mileage? I can barely make it to Zytomir. Let's see. Lower, or this is a light group. Straight up the hatch here. We'll go there. Okay. Headquarters will come up. Got this other light unit. Oh, he's a ways back here. Come on, buddy. March, man. Um, bring this headquarters up here. And then this is the army headquarters. I'll just stick that in Zytomir for now. He's going back to Army Group Center. He's also got this headquarters. This headquarters is probably best off going straight back to Army Group Center. Or whoa, that's OKH. What the hell am I talking about? Third Panzer. Oh, Army Group Center's in Vitebsk. I keep forgetting that. I'll leave that as is for now. Put Hungarians on refit. Good idea. You guys are talking grognards over here, huh? Okay, let's put them on refit. Good idea. We've got on. He doesn't look as bad. 60 of 70. I'll spare it on him because we've only got so much. 71 of 83 will not do that. 54 and 62. He's already on refit. Oh, these guys are all on supply priority 1, 2, which is I should allow them to be on supply priority 2. What kind of monster am I? Now, you're seeing supply priority 2 for Second Hungarian Army, but if you want to reset all of these to a 2, everything that's underneath them, go down to a 1 first, then go back to a 2, and everything underneath them will now be a 2. And if we look, now he's on a 2. Okay. So he's getting the same as the Germans. Got to move this headquarters up a little bit. So they're both in command. How's he looking? The cavalry brigade, 42 of 53. Yep, let's put that on refit. I must say I haven't looked at Hungarian production one time or their pools, so hopefully, this isn't like overdoing it on the refit. I have no idea what the Hungarians have, and I'm not going to go look. Light division, that's looking okay. Not terrible. We've already got that on refit. I'll just leave it. 6th Hungarian, 55 and 63. That's already on refit. We'll take it. Let's look up here. That's already on wow. I had already turned a lot of these on refit. I don't think he needs it. Not as bad as some of these do, like this unit. That's unready. Let's turn that to refit. Shit. If I would have known that, I would have put him on top of a depot. I'm glad you had me come look, though. 36 of 46. All right, that's fine. Not fine. He's already on refit. That's what I should have said. He's fine. He's 77. And then we got a 65. That's going to be okay. So I've got about half on refit, half not. We're going to roll with that. All right, there's Army Group A. That's back here at Proskorov. We could move him up, maybe put him in Zytomir. I've got 11th Army up here at Zytomir. I'll leave him at Proskorov because that leaves him close enough to Army Group B to provide a little bit of command. As we get down here, now this is an interesting part of the map right now. Oh, this is the guy I wanted to move behind the river. I knew there was somebody out here I wanted to move behind the river. Let's move him there. If he wants to go into this swamp, okay, he's not next to Kiev, and this, he was going to get attacked from three different directions, and it's not the strongest unit in the army. 42 of 50, let's put him on refit. That's better. Okay, now he could get in here and attack us from three directions, but this is a lot stronger unit. So I just wanted to pull that back. Now what I'm going to try to do is kind of get around this. He could push for Chernigov, but maybe we can kind of get around here as well. We'll see. But I wanted to be back behind this river. I say that, now I'm staring at it again. The problem is this unit does not have to go across a river. The river is east, southwest, west, and northwest. So it's here, and then the Desna is here. So yeah, my first inclination I think is the right one. Let's back that up. Now, ideally, I would probably back this up too. But I think we're strong enough. Let's look at defensiveness. It's a 76 in Kiev. Eh, we really don't have anywhere to push out here. I mean, we wanted to get to the Desna here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move this headquarters here. I'm going to take these guys, and one of them I'm going to use down here, and then I'm going to back this guy back up into Kiev. He's a stronger unit. Now that's up to an 85, and that's just with him. It's an X. X marks the spot. Let's get logistics off. So he's an 84 by himself. That division I just moved in here, 56th ID, is stronger than the two of these put together, I believe. This one he's a 76. Okay, it's not stronger than both put together, but he's the strongest unit out here. Good Lord. Come on. There we go. He's an 82, 76, 85. And then if you double click him, you see it's an X altogether. But that makes Kiev essentially unassailable. But I'm going to move one of these guys out. I'll move probably the stronger of the two, which would be 98th ID. All right. And now we've just backed up. If he wants this swampland here, that's fine. I would like to take East Kiev eventually, but we've got a bigger fish to fry right down here. So I'm going to move this unit. Oh, I've still got this unit down here too. 198th. Let's move him up and double stack there. Okay. Now his guys are down here. So let's bring him down here and start expanding out a little bit. He could even go here, potentially, or here. I want to protect him. Let's put him behind the river. Let's scoot that around. And then let's take one of these guys, maybe both, but let's at least take one. And he can start to help out his own core mates. We've also got this that's fairly weak here. There, there, there. I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want to put him. Let's put him there, okay, kind of help with these guys. Let's Z that. All right, he's got 11 movement points left. He could still attack. And let's put the other one here, because now I've got a different idea. Let's put the other one there. And then let's take this weaker unit we just moved down here and actually put it into Kiev. That gives, he's only a 28 on the defense, but if we put them together, they're an X. That's what you want to see. X marks the spot. Okay, I won't say that again. 11, 7. Let's try to hit right here. We're up against what? We got 2 tank cores. Wow. Okay, it's showing a pretty even battle. But let's see if that's the... Oh, wait a minute. He's got 12,000 men. Now, he's not in the greatest shape. We've got him on refit. 68. Let's take him off refit, actually. Let's not have him on reserve. Let's put him on ready. Let's take all 3 of these divisions and try to hit these 2 tank cores and knock it. Can we do it? Well, we did a lot of damage. Yeah, we routed one of them, retreated one of them. Look at that. We took 198 and 5, 8 total planes. The Soviets take 28, 93, 43, and 87. Adios, get out of here. And 28 fighters. Wow, that's about as good as it gets. Now you can see we got a mismatched core penalty, -6. Kreising takes the credit. He's over here in 17th Corps. He's like, I'll take that. I'll put that notch in my belt. And off we go. Wow, that was helpful. Oh, hey, what's up, Paul? How are you? Paul says farming in a 3-piece suit. That's funny, Paul. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. No need to move that, but I think what we'll do now, this is part of that core. This is part of that core. Let's double click, triple click. Let's take everything we can and try to hit this and really start to get this stack moving a little bit. This is 5 full frickin' German divisions. Let's hope we can move that. Now we were up against a tank core, 2 tank cores again. Okay, so he's got a lot of tank cores out here. But we hit him hard again. Now this time it was only about 2-to-1 losses, right? We also lost 25 guns, so did he, but he lost 44 AFVs. We'll take that. We lost 2 planes. Kreising again calls back to OKH and says, I am brilliant, Fuhrer. I have attacked. That's what you said to do. Okay, can't move. He could move forward. Do I want him to is the question. He can't move again. Now these guys are getting pinched out here, so they can't really move anywhere because he's got a lot of zone of control. I was hoping to move these out, but there's also delay points over here. Couldn't move this around. I don't really want to do that. But now I've got this core kind of together, and I can next time I can take this and keep moving down, and move these guys up and out. As a matter of fact, he could go here allowing he can't go anywhere. I'm just going to leave it right here. That protects the Hungarians as well. Um, Secondary rails out here getting busy, as the kids call it. Let's repair some rail. Let's have this meet up. We're right on this major rail, so let's do that, and then that should get the major rail going down this way. So let's go and have these two guys meet up. Let's go there and there. We've also got a bunch of Italian headquarters back here. No Italian jokes this time. My wife is too close. She could knock me. Uh, Good enough. Okay, all good. Uh, Now we're going to have that major rail coming out of Brest-Litovsk as they both head towards that. But that's going to come down here. It's going to jump down. It's going to get down to Proskorov and also up into Kiev. Now, the Soviets are next to that, but we can still get freight in there. We just can't get men in there. So, I mean, we've got a lot more to repair, but it's starting to come together a little better, at least, anyway. Um, We'll move those Italian headquarters at the end of the turn. I'm not that worried about Italian command. You may find that shocking. Now, this, I'm kind of tempted to move him down here, but I think I'm going to leave him right here. I think I'm going to just leave him right there as is. Now then, we've got some real work to do as we come around the corner here. He is currently behind a river as to this guy, but not to this guy. We've got a little bit of a gap if I brought him all the way here. I would love for him to be all the way behind the river. He's got 8,400 men. His TOE is terrible. Let's put him on refit. I'm going to leave him. I'd actually like them to double stack, but I can't move this. I could move it here. Let's just do that. I've got I've got Hungarians coming out of my ears there. So let's double stack there and put them behind the river. When we scooch next time, I don't worry about where's he going to go out here, right? He's not going to get all the way to Zhytomyr, not in the face of these angry Hungarians. So that's fine. If he moves out here, I just really wanted that unit either double stacked or behind a river. Here we've got a really strong German unit, the kind of German unit you like to see at this stage of the fall. I don't want him to attack across the river, not really. Let's try to attack these damn mechanized units. I hate these things. They chew panzers for breakfast. Let's knock him back. 739, 38 on the AFVs, and 5. We lost 143. That's fine. Von Schweppenberg takes full credit for that brilliant maneuver out here. How far back here can I go? I want to get that in command. Can I get it? Well, let's see where he ends up. This guy could move or could attack across here. We're showing, what kind of odds am I showing here? 5.7 to 0.2. Do I believe that? Probably not, but I'm going to try to hit it. 111.67. Okay. Well, we lost 4 planes trying that. Obviously, that was a little stronger than it was representing. This guy is fairly strong. If we look at his defense, it's showing a 12. He's across from a tank corps and 2 rifle divisions. Okay, we're just going to leave him sitting there. I don't really know what else to do. Uh, don't worry, by the way, I'm going to go around and put construction units. To the extent I don't have 2 construction units in a core, I'm going to put it in I'm going to put a bunch of construction units into cores, so these things are starting to dig in. Uh, a Yanwan. That sounds like a good dish at my favorite Asian place. Uh, which division, Yan? Let me go check that out. Um, ready, ready. This one was on ready. You're right about that. Let's turn it on refit. I should I should watch these closer. Again, if I was playing some human, I probably would. And against XTRG, we're going to drill down into every one of these every damn turn, which may annoy some people. I am already prepared for that. Live streaming against the AI, I'm not taking as much time as you probably should on some of that. So thank you for noticing that. We've got an 8 and 11 out here. 12, 773. We got the TOE at 7685. I love to hit these mech units with infantry. Don't hit them with panzers. They're dangerous. Danger Will Robinson. Let's just hit it. Let's see what happens. All right, we knock it back. I'll take that result. 4-1, 164 on the losses. We lose. This is getting a lot more even on the planes. You can remember 5 turns ago or so, he'd lose like 65 planes and we'd lose 2. Now that's starting to even up. Soviets being smarter with them, or they're putting more fighters up or something. 164 and 3. He lost 796, 25 and 14. We'll take that every time on just an attack of an opportunity, which is what we did here. This is a rail unit, secondary rail. Let's return that to headquarters. A little dangerous out here. Not really sure where he's going anyway, so let's just take that out. Let's take this 7 and 13. You know I love to hit the amphib units, and I'm not talking about a mermaid. 134, 393 and 9. 535 and 9. Okay, we'll take that. It was 5-1. He does scoop back. I was about to be angry that he didn't move back on 5-1, but he did. These guys are all okay. This line here, they're not in peak condition. They're not like they were at the start of the war, certainly, but they're okay. They're okay. Not great. They're okay. I'll say okay one more time. This unit, you know what? I just want to attack kind of once at a time here. He could hit here. Okay, let's try to hit this. 6.4 to 3.4 is the odds it's showing me on a deliberate. He does have, nope, he's out of command. Well, that's why you always double or triple check. The bug. I got to go back and attack something. Hold on. Let's just do this right here. Let's see if we can get a surrender here. We got 3.1 to 0.2. This is the one I was holding in reserve for when the bug cropped up where I have to attack before I can see where I can move. Surrender! Yeah, there we go. 23 to 0. Those are good odds, even in Vegas. 62.54 surrender, 63 guns. He even loses 8 planes trying to save a lost cause. We'll take it. Now, let's get back out here. Boy, we've got a lot of danger along here. I certainly know that. These guys we're just going to leave as is. I am going to try this attack. Okay, we'll take that. We knock him back. He doesn't have a lot of strength right here. So what I'm going to actually do if I can't move him. Oh, the bug again. You got to be kidding me. It's happening more and more often. See, I can't see where he can move until I attack something. Uh, that's going to drive me nuts. I really don't want to do this attack. Hopefully they just scout. Let's see. Oh, we lost 381 men. Damn it. Okay, get back over to the Romanians when we do that. Ah! All right, let's move back across the river here because we're going to be able to scooch next time. I'm not really worried about him coming out this way. Now, we don't want him to get to the heavy rail, but I think we'll be all right. Damn it, I can't believe we lost those men there. I should have done a deliberate attack. I don't know why I didn't. That was my fault. Okay, I was angry. That's what happens when you act in anger. 2 and 8. No, no attack there. We're behind the river here, and I like that because he's got more strength than we do. This is a fairly weak unit, and it's at 36. Let's put that on refit. We got a 5 and 12 here. This guy we can get across the river. So let's do it. And he's also kind of one of our stronger units out here. Um, Yay, 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 yay. Let's put him there or here. Now, I'm tempted to put him there so we can definitely reach this isolated unit, but I think we can definitely get out this way. So really, it's better to put him there, I think. Let's put him there. Now he starts to block, or at least try to block. Now we've got this unit, which has just gotten ripped up. He needs to be on refit as well. It's not going to help. I know it doesn't help if you're right next to the Soviets, but I put them on refit anyway, just so if they aren't next to the Soviets, they're in a little better shape. Speaking of which, why don't we put this guy down here? He's not next to the Soviets. He's unready. We'll put him on refit, and then we'll double stack him. He's on refit. We'll put those both right there. How far much further can I get the other guy? Actually, let's put them both right there. That's kind of last line of defense kind of stuff. Is that true? No, let's put them. Can you not move? Oh, you can move there. Okay. Okay, let's double stack right there. Now, this guy, there's a tax of opportunity that could happen here if these guys were in better shape, but they're just not, they're in bad shape. I'm going to go ahead and put him on refit. Yes, it does not do any good if you're next to them. But, I mean, we could back up, I guess, one. All right, let's do that. Well, I'm next to a unit there, but you get the idea. Headquarters, I think, kind of have to be. You know what? I don't want to do that, actually. Let's push them back up there. I want them to be behind the river for these guys, so that was a bad idea. Let's put it back up there. Okay, we're every other hex around the way. I could put him here. I doubt he's going to try to recross the Bug River. Who wants to go across the Bug River twice? This guy. Okay, we're going to see if we can relieve these guys here in a minute. Sorry, I've been head down for a minute. Let's get to the comments. I could use the back button, but if I've got movement points to do it, I know it uses fuel. It's not a big deal. As long as it gets to where I want it to go, it's fine. Unready units cannot attack. That is true. That is true. Play by email. Did I leave that unit that was unready on the line? I think that's the one I moved. I think that's the one Jan told me about, right? It was right up in this area somewhere. Now, I've got those guys on refit again. I know. I know it doesn't do any good when they're next to Soviets, but I set them to that, and hopefully next time around I can get them off the line or something. That has not happened a lot in this game, I will admit, where I've taken things off the line because in some respects we haven't had a great chance to. He can move down here. Now, what I really want to do is maybe get this motorized around here and free a bunch of this up. But I'm going to do that next time. Yeah, I know I say fatigue, Kalo. It's not, it's honestly, I should do it. It's not that I don't know to do it. Sometimes I move too fast. But I should hit, to the extent that you have the undo button that shows up right here, do it. Instead of moving here and then moving back, which, as Kalo rightly points out, it could use up fuel, it causes fatigue, etc. I like to have guys marching back and forth. That's how I get this army in good order. I tell you what, I'm going to come back from this point on tomorrow. We have quite a bit more to go. And unfortunately, I've got to be somewhere else. So I'm going to come back starting from right here. I'm not going to do any recap. We're not going to run back down. What we're going to do is do the rest of this, including figuring out how the hell to fortify Stellino properly, because we are going to get attacked with the fury of hell right here into Stellino. So we got to figure out probably two motorized. I'd love to get an infantry division up into Stellino, but I'm not exactly sure how to do it. I don't really want to do it with a light unit. I could potentially move these guys this way, but I don't even know if he can get into. We can't tell. We've got 3 units stacked here. Maybe this core goes up here, and that way we can bring the motorized back around. But we're going to figure all that out tomorrow. We're also going to figure out how to unstick all of these guys. We got a lot of isolated units. Obviously, this unit, we'll get them all out. It's just a matter of exactly how to do it. And it's going to take me staring at the map a little bit, to be honest with you. So I don't want to just jump into it and do something stupid, because I was about to move these guys, but I actually think we can come around, unlock this, and then move them back here, which I think would be a lot smarter. Uh, but I want to think about it. I want to think about it. So we've been doing a little more than an hour lately. Today we'll do a little bit less. Ifler, the scoot count is infinity, my friend. Thank you guys all so much. You're the best. Uh, great audience here. Lovers of great war games. Now, this strategy gaming dojo, eventually on this channel, we'll play some straight up strategy games. I like all kinds of games. It just so happens that war game. I love Gary Grigsby games. No better way to start a channel than the greatest strategy games of all time, which these are definitely in the pantheon, right up there. So anyway, you guys are the best. I'll see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock Pacific Coast time. Have a great rest of your. What's today? Tuesday? Seems like Friday already. I wish. Have a good one. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Adios.